Hey, what's going on? It's Friday. You're checking out JR Sports Brief, and it's the end of the week. And a lot has happened within the past, I would say, 24 hours. Unfortunately for me, and a lot of fans out there, Jet fans, I should say. We all know Jay Cutler is now going to the Chicago Bears. Congratulations, Chicago Bears. Start planning the funeral of Denver Broncos fans. Plain and simple. So, good luck to the Bears. Maybe something will actually happen. Maybe you'll actually win the Super Bowl at the same time. Instead of Jay Cutler crying for the Jets and winning us a few more games, maybe he'll cry for you guys and take you guys to the Super Bowl with whatever receiver you have out there. I don't know which receiver the Bears have. Is it Berry? Is that his name? But we'll see what happens. And outside of that, this is news for today. Plaxico Burress was released by the Giants. Now, for me, you ask me, that's a non-story. Big surprise, you know. I guess this is a chain of events. You go to the club, you shoot yourself in the leg, your coaches don't like you, you're always late to practice, you get released. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Look, if the guy doesn't go to jail, he'll latch on with another team. If he doesn't go to jail. End of story. Another story. Besides this Plaxico thing, which just had happened and I heard about not too long ago, besides this, I saw a quote from Allen Iverson on ESPN News this morning. You know, you get the little ticker, run by, quick news. You know, some of it's stupid. And ESPN News is just a bunch of graphics. But every now and then you get something that's real useful. And I just want to read this part of a quote from Allen Iverson. Hold on, I got to get my BlackBerry out of here. You know, everybody has a BlackBerry now. Look at this. BlackBerry Storm, but I've been on BlackBerry for like 6 years. I've had the biggest, ugliest BlackBerries, and I finally got this a few weeks ago. So, shout outs to BlackBerry. BlackBerries are good stuff. But listen to this from Allen Iverson. I'd rather retire before I do this again, Iverson said. I can't be effective playing this way. I'm not used to it. It's tough for both me mentally and physically. If I'm able to go out there, I should be able to get it done, and I can't right now. It's my fault. I have to be able to overcome the adversity and do what I have to do. I just have to find a way to get it done. Not being 100% makes it harder, and you can see that I'm not 100%. Now, the first thing that I think when I see this is 100%. We all know Allen Iverson. You know, you've probably known or heard about Allen Iverson maybe for like a good 15 years now. You've been aware of the guy. If you're a girl, you love the guy because he has the cornrows. And if you're a guy, you love him because he crossed the mess out of Michael Jordan when he came into the league. Who doesn't love Allen Iverson? 6'1" guy, and he's out there slaying guys. Come on. But you know, it's 15 years later. He went to the finals. How long ago was that? That was what, 2001 season? You know what? And if you caught up recently, we know what happened to Allen Iverson. He come in the league, he crossed. This is a story of Allen Iverson. And by the way, I must say, Allen Iverson is one of the top NBA players to ever get on that court. I'm going to preface everything I'm going to say by saying that. He's a monster. You know, Allen Iverson will be crossing guys up on a playground and dismantling guys when he is 60. Don't test him. Don't do it. But that's besides the point. Here's a short story on Allen Iverson. You know, he scores a lot of points. He comes out of Virginia. He goes to Georgetown. He goes to the NBA. He stays with the Sixers. He takes them to the finals single-handedly. That has to be like one of the worst teams that I've ever gone to the NBA finals. He takes them there by himself. They lose. They get smashed by some guy by Shaq, Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes, by them two guys. And he's just there. He's lingering with the Sixers. He's just there. And then they say, oh, you know, we're sick of you and you're not doing nothing for us. We got to move. So they trade him to Denver. Oh, go play with Carmelo Anthony. Go play with him. And then Denver says, you know what? Go play on Detroit. Because Detroit is tired of everything that's happening there. They starting to suck. They're getting old. And they're just a combo, a team, a bunch of guys that play. By the way, I love the Pistons. I like Sheed. If you can go out there and you can talk mess and you can play ball and be a monster to everybody and get on everybody's nerves, that's a great ball player if you ask me. 6'11" playing like that, I like Sheed. So now we have Allen Iverson on the Pistons. The prototypical team. They won the championship a few years ago as a team. Okay, well, Allen Iverson hasn't always run team, you know, he's never had nobody to play with. And the people he has had to play with, he went out and he just dominated everybody all by himself. But you know, the NBA is at times it can be confused as a one-on-one league because of the talent. But the NBA is 5 guys on 5 guys. You stick Allen Iverson on the Detroit Pistons is like sticking a firecracker in a stack of pencils and expecting to write with it. I don't know if that made too much sense, but that's kind of what you get. And that's kind of what has happened. You know, we all know Allen Iverson has been hurt over all of these years. You can't do anything about it. We also know that if you've been keeping up, the guy hurt his back a few weeks ago, and the guy has never come off the bench. Thus, insert Rip Hamilton into the starting lineup, Allen Iverson come off the bench. The guy's been playing, he played like 17 minutes a game last week, and he's stinking a joint up, and now he's playing in the teens, and he hates it. He's saying it's hard on his back, it's hard on his body. And here's my thing. When you're an athlete, and you start talking about retiring, there's one or two things you could be doing. Allen Iverson this is his last year, his contract. He can be posturing, kind of threatening him a little bit, or he can be genuine. Now, if he's genuine about this, and this is not no type of posturing, then Allen Iverson, then retire. Call it a day. Go the Stephon Marbury route. Go to Europe. I don't know who wants him out in Europe, but go play in Italy. Who's out there? Play for Panathinaikos. Play for Alba Berlin. Get out of here. Go play in Moscow. Go play for CSKA Moscow or something like that. Get out of the league if you don't want to play here. You know, when you start talking retirement, if you don't mean it, and we know there's been, it's like kind of professional wrestling. There's plenty of guys in professional wrestling that say, hey man, I'm retired, and they still go out there and they get their behinds handed to them. Ric Flair got beat up. Oh God, Hulk Hogan. The only guy that we don't see that still goes out there is Macho Man Randy Savage, and thank God for that. Have you seen him? Google Macho Man Randy Savage. He was at the premiere for some movie, but he had the little white beard going on. He looked terrible. Like, why are we still watching Jimmy Superfly Snuka? Why are we still watching him? But I digress. Allen Iverson, if you don't like coming off the bench that bad, and your back hurts, and you can't do it, I would have loved to see you go out just like KG. And as much as I don't particularly care for the Celtics, good for you, KG. You won a championship. Same thing with you, Allen Iverson. You know, Reggie Miller missed the championship. Patrick Ewing, a bunch of guys missed it. But now, you just join that list. If you're going to retire, retire. Good riddance. Next year's your contract year. Let's see where you go. Everybody out there online, let me know what you think. Is Allen Iverson done? I don't think so. I think he's going to be busting cats up. Is he the same Allen Iverson from a bunch of years ago? Nope. Not at all. But he'll still bust you up in a game of one-on-one. Should he retire? Should he leave? Let me know. And all that Plaxico Burress stuff, that's a non-story. That's a non-story. The Giants have enough receivers. They will be okay. They're not going to be as good on the offensive end. Because that guy, what you just throw, Eli Manning just said here, he just threw the ball up and this 6'6" black guy caught it and called it a day. You know, what you going to do? Holla at me. You guys have a good weekend. I'm interested to see what happens with Allen Iverson. What are all these point guards going to do off season? You know, Stephon Marbury, free agent. Allen Iverson, free agent. Where are these guys going? You really think anybody in Italy wants Stephon Marbury on their team? Maybe. Nothing on this earth surprises me. Holla at me. Let me know what's up. Y'all have a good weekend. Peace out.